hard to not steal. I just stole. I just stole a little catchphrase. The on Matt and Shane's, that's how they start. Whenever they go, "Are we live?" They go, "Ah, shit."
Oh, yeah. We stole the I'm sorry thing too. So
Where's that from?
Drawfee.
What's
So
that?
that's how they end all their things. They go I'm sorry after they do a little drawing. And
Oh.
it's normally like pretty cursed.
Ah.
Yeah. What is it? Imitation is the best form of flattery.
Yeah, I guess so. Ah, shit. No, I'm still. I don't think I said Play-Doh.
Okay, what the hell do you have to talk about for Plato?
Well, so the Greek philosopher Plato, he's in the middle of the big three, but
The big three philosophers.
yeah, they started Western philosophy. I had to look into it. I didn't
Calling them
remember
the big three.
I
is
didn't remember
hilarious, though.
so
They're
Aristotle.
they're not a big three. It's
Yeah, no, yeah, yeah. Anyways,
like in the rap game right now. You know, Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole.
yeah. Instead, you had Aristotle, Socrates, and Plato. Exactly. And then like in the German period, you have like I'm sorry. But no. Apparently, Plato was just a huge Chad. He would if someone challenged his argument and he lost, he would continue to say, "Fair enough, wrestle me."
What?
And then he was an Olympic wrestler for, I think, Thebes or Crete, one of the two. So he was a Chad that was ripped, and
the ancient philosophy. You don't gotta be smart if you can kick their ass.
No, but he was both. He would get mad when someone would outsmart him, and he'd kick their ass and then fuck them.
Ancient philosophy. There it is.
There it is. That's kind of the most manly thing you could do. Of like, all right, I'll trust your theory if you could beat my ass.
Sure.
It's just, well, these were the modern minds of the time.
Seems pretty unrelated, though. I'll be honest.
How?
Me being able to kick your ass doesn't prove the world is a ball.
Your understandings and your ideals represent your physical manifestations. The way you believe spiritually is the way of what you're capable of physically, or at least in those old times. That's what they were thinking.
Now I feel like most of those whatever the word.
Philistine.
Sure. They just be in the library. They be reading the books all the time. That farm kid that comes up.
No, that's what I'm saying. Philosophers were not just nerds. Plato was a Chad, dude. He had a beard. He was fucking little boys. He had a wife.
Why? Don't put that. That's not Chad.
He had little sex slaves. He had like
I'm sorry?
students that were. He wasn't a groomer. They looked up to him.
You painted him pretty badly. You did not paint him in a good light.
And he beat people physically. And one time, there's this one guy that no one ever believed, and he ran in to play, and he just threw a dead chicken in front of Plato and says, "This is a human."
What?
Yeah, I'm not gonna give context for that.
Is that a philosophy?
There was another philosopher that was seen as kind of like the punk rock, like crazy guy. Like he was like the weird Andy Warhol or the weird Andy Kaufman of the time for philosophy. And Plato, one of the big Greek philosophers, I'm not sure who, said the way we understand what is a man is it has no feathers, it is bipedal. And
did they know what mammals were at this time?
No, because the classing and science was just starting. These were literally the fathers of modern science. So he was attempting to classify what a human is, and he said 2 legs and hairless. So this philosopher came in with the skinned chicken, threw it down, and said, "Is this a human, numbnuts?" and walked out. And everyone was just like, "What the fuck?"
He got him, yeah. What did they do? They wrestle?
Yeah, they probably fucked.
He kicked his ass.
Yeah.
He said, "No, it's not a fucking human, you stupid piece of shit." Headlock.
So, like, I feel like, as someone who has done wrestling, I've done jiu-jitsu, while doing it, it felt pretty homoerotic. And if I was
supposed to be naked, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I was gay and oiled up and fucking dudes already, and then I was also doing this sport, do you think they'd cross over a bit?
No, I feel like that's less gay. If you're already oiled up in fucking dudes, this one you're oiled up in kicking their ass. So it's like it's a step down.
You're saying that there's that switch is pretty easy. That's fair enough. God, fucking dudes is pretty easy for us to talk about, but when it comes to fucking, I guess, new video game news, we go, yeah, I don't know.
We talk about Monkey King. I'm
Oh,
excited for that one.
Black Myth Wukong. That's like a month away.
I'm hyped for that one.
Yeah.
I don't play many of those Souls-likes, but that seems good.
They're really trying to distance themselves from Souls-like because people, like the average player, is very afraid of Souls games because of the stipulations around them. They're too hard. It's gatekeepy.
I got a hot take. Yeah, I think Souls-like games have been best from people other than FromSoft. Liza P and I mean Monkey King.
Neo.
We haven't seen that yet, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, I don't know
What would be your other example? You just played
no,
Liza
just those
P.
two. Yeah, Liza P was really good. I like Liza P.
And then Black Myth looks pretty good.
That one looks so cool. I just like the Monkey King.
Have you played Bloodborne? That seems.
I haven't. No, I tried Sekiro.
Steampunk aesthetic plus like no, it's steampunk plus plague aesthetic.
Yeah, it seems good. I don't got a PlayStation, nothing though, so.
Fair.
Say la vie.
Dude, a GameCube and a PlayStation 4 cost the same amount.
GameCubes are that expensive now?
I showed you that literally
What?
last week on fucking.
Oh, well, I guess you can
last
just get a
episode.
Wii too. Wii's are cheap.
Yeah, but there's we talked about this. Nintendo doesn't put those games easily over onto Wii or Switch.
Well, no, you can just play GameCube games on a Wii.
Oh, why don't people do that at tournaments then?
They do.
Oh, they do.
There's also on the back of the Wii, you can fold it down. There's the 4 slots for the GameCube.
The most
Interesting.
expensive parts about the tournaments are the CRTs because the melee is
They use
designed-
CRTs for those?
Yes, and that's
Why?
why Smash players are considered sweaty because they're in these rooms with CRTs. And
What are CRTs?
The old box TV.
Oh.
because they're higher frames per second. So CRTs basically, especially for older games, but for newer games as well, they're zero latency.
Interesting, yeah.
and
Which
that-
for a fighting game,
For a
is-
fighting
Because-
game would be
yeah.
really useful.
So, yeah, I've
Wii
seen-
uses CRTs is the main setup.
I've seen the tech for like new technology trying to compete with the old like like they have the when you plug in a whatever GameCube or something, it'll like do whatever format to mitigate that. I didn't know that was frames though.
So
That's
my
crazy.
my question is a Switch capable of playing or performing the same way a console can? Or is that
No.
why they're not capable of porting over games?
No, they cheat it. Like Skyrim, they had to cheat the fuck out of it to make it run on the Switch.
Because I saw people were complaining, like Nintendo fans were complaining about Elden Ring, and because it's not on Switch, they just say Zelda better, Elden Ring bad design. And
Yeah, no, it is a very weak system that Nintendo did magic to make games run like they can on the Switch. It's a
interesting. So theoretically, you could get like PlayStation 3 games to run on like a PlayStation 2.
some of them. No, not all. Not
No,
the later end. No.
no, I'm misunderstanding.
No,
'Cause
game-
it sounds like they're
So
making.
normally, yeah, it is possible for some. So some games come out on the edge when the PS2 was still a very valuable. So the PS2 is the weirdest example because it's the most sold console ever made, like to this day still. So there's the most games for it. But normally with a console comes a new engine and new rendering, new lighting, and all that. So when they develop games for that engine to take advantage of the new hardware.
So, for example, Black Myth Wukong, I hear right now one of the only things that is struggling in development is they're trying to make it run on the Xbox Series S, but they promise to put it on all platforms, like even old gen. So I'm curious
Yeah,
how.
so I don't think it really applies as much nowadays because everything's so murky, especially with Xbox.
That's what
It's
I was
all, like,
about
the
to say.
same.
How is it that the Fallen Order, Jedi Fallen Order, was made for PS5 and the new Xbox Series X, but it didn't get enough sales, so they're just moving it to PS4 and Xbox at the end of July?
Most likely just marketing to sell the new Xbox/PlayStation 5.
But I'm saying, is that actually proof that we're not upgrading in generations anymore? The hardware is not keeping up with
We
it.
are. It's just the same as how you'd upgrade a PC now. You just have more power to be able to, like, you can get whatever game on a PC, but there's no promises that it'll be able to run it. Like, it's just...
Yeah, but I couldn't run GTA 5 on my Xbox 360.
Yeah, you could.
No, I could not.
It was sold.
It was not sold for 360. It was only sold for Xbox One.
No, it was.
No, I remember my mom. I had an Xbox 360 for Christmas. She bought me GTA 5. It said Xbox One on it, and it was literally one of the edition games like that came with the Xbox One. It was one of the big sellers for the Xbox One and the PS4.
Oh,
that said Xbox One.
It did not.
360?
It was sold for the 360 for a while. Yeah.
Maybe I swapped it out, but that's crazy. How the fuck did it?
Dude, that game came out in like 2012. What? It's an old.
And that's
game.
still groundbreaking.
No.
What? No, GTA 5 is crazy. What are you talking about?
No, Red Dead Redemption 2 was.
Yeah, and that was the next step with Rockstar.
Then that's
GTA 5 is still being played. It's still one of the most played games.
So is Smash Melee on the GameCube.
Wasn't that groundbreaking?
At the time.
Melee is considered like one of the best fighting games.
Well, yeah, it was groundbreaking.
And so is GTA 5 is considered one of the best games
was groundbreaking
ever.
at the time. To call it currently groundbreaking, though, is no.
Fair.
It was groundbreaking for 2012, 12 years ago.
Like
I don't. You say that, but I feel that we have not gotten a game from Ubisoft, Activision, Treyarch, any of the big AAA studios
No,
that
AAA sucks. That's why.
that are as good as GTA 5 or the first Red Redemption. Not even talking about the newer generation games.
Yeah, that's because those AAA devs suck. Rockstar's one
So
of the
then
only
it
good
is
ones.
still currently groundbreaking if they're not capable of the grounds itself are not capable of meeting that standard.
Red Dead 2 did. They broke that.
That was the same people though.
Yeah.
If the same trailblazer continues to trail the blaze,
They upped the standard.
no,
though.
that's MJ. That's MJ in the fucking NBA. Nobody
Yeah.
just because he's blazing on fire doesn't mean everybody else
Yeah,
is.
talking about Rockstar and FromSoft, both of those are pretty untouchable in their own. They're one of the only good AAA still around.
And they both work very closely with Sony.
Do they?
Didn't Rockstar make it? Wasn't Bully? No, Bully wasn't. I thought.
No, I don't
what's
think
the,
Rockstar.
What's the Rockstar PlayStation exclusive game? I thought there was one.
Not that I know of. There might be. I have no idea. The only ones I think they made was Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead, and LA Noire, but I'm sure there's more.
Going back to their thing earlier, I would say Elden Ring is probably going to be one of those games.
Elden Ring will go on to previous generations.
Yeah.
It is.
Or one of
I'm
those
playing.
groundbreaking games.
Oh,
I
groundbreaking.
think it's going to be like one of those. When we look back in time.
Talking about games, underrated game. Yo, Friends Be Friends. That's a fucking great game. I think I
I've
told you.
seen
Yeah.
some footage.
I love
yeah.
it so much. It's a roguelike deck builder FPS. It's such a weird blend of genres.
So
by this indie devs, and
You,
I love
you
it.
get abilities based off of the cards, correct?
Yeah, and like your whole guns and whatever there's debuffs and it's just a weird.
So when
It
I'm
has a unique
picturing-
art style, unique genres.
I haven't really played this game, and let's say the audience hasn't. So this sounds like I'm trying to fucking do an ad right now. It's funny. I've been said just the other day. So should I picture the cards as like perks in Call of Duty, or instead like a game like a roguelike where I now have super speed, or one's a
Yeah.
teleporter?
It's the second one, yeah.
Okay.
It's like you have cards and you press a button and you use whatever cards.
What are the enemies?
The other people. It's a very
so is it there's
competitive.
it's only PvP, no PvE.
Yeah. No, it's very competitive. It's good though.
It's called Friend v Friend. That makes sense.
It's indie dev, pretty underrated. They've been updating it steady for 2 years, and I've heard no one talk about it. I don't know.
That sounds more interesting
It's
than Lethal
underrated.
Company.
The company's good too, though. I like that
That's
one.
just Roblox, dude.
Yeah.
I find it so interesting how things like Roblox or Fortnite are just sandbox generators. That's all the open worlds are.
Minecraft.
I was
The
gonna,
biggest games ever, yeah.
but yeah. Well, they end up creating mini games from the sandboxes.
talking about
wait,
this.
Fortnite was genuinely an evolution of Minecraft Hunger Games.
Talking about this, it is. Can we laugh at Lego for a second? They have been trying They are the perfect company to make this game, and they have been trying. You know,
For
just
so long.
Yeah, a little
A
make your own
sandbox,
sandbox kind of game, and they've been trying their fucking ass off. They even meshed it with Fortnite, and they failed every time.
They wanted
so
to with Minecraft.
funny
Yeah.
how badly them Lego Worlds, this Lego Universe. They've tried like 5 times to do this.
My
and
girlfriend loves Lego
They've
Worlds.
failed every time. It is so funny.
Yeah.
It's
I
I love Lego. It's just,
You want to know what got me into Souls games? You're gonna make fun of me. It was Lego Fortnite.
how and why.
Okay, so I saw a meme that said, "Oh shit, Fortnite has Lego Elden Ring," and it was somebody fighting one of the trolls to get tree knot resin, and he was genuinely like rolling away and then healing, and I was like, "Oh shit, that actually looks pretty fun." So then I went and played it with Fortnite, and one of our friends, either Logan or Steven, one of them made fun of me for doing it, and they're like, just play the game that the meme was talking about. So I went and I looked into Souls games and I went, oh shit, wait, this might be the exact itch I've been looking for. I want to fight big monsters or cool enemies with a sword. And I want it to actually feel punishing. I want it to feel like rewarding. And that's exactly what I fucking got with the FromSoft games.
I suppose. I think you're the only one though. But all right.
To get introduced to it through Lego Fortnite.
I think so. I think you're the one person. But that's pretty cool.
Well, and then I was also playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the Viking game. And if you played,
I forgot you had bad taste for a while.
I like bad games. That's just
I hate Activision so much.
Yeah, I fall for the
Or
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
fall for the Ubisoft games.
I hate both of them so much.
And I was just playing it, and I was in the level cap areas where essentially it's a giant map. You can go anywhere in the map, but
yeah, I tried the Egypt one.
Yeah,
the first one.
Let me explain why the games suck. When exploring, they don't reward exploring because in the area it's level 400. You're a level 10. If you touch a guard,
you're just dead.
It's fighting an Elden Ring boss.
Yeah. And I would say
so I kept trying to do that because I was bored just literally one-shotting everyone in the normal area. I would go to the high level areas and I would just be like literally rolling, doing fucking FromSoft combat in an Assassin's Creed game. And that's when talking to Caleb, when talking to Steven, they were like, yeah, it sounds like you should play FromSoft. And then I bought Sekiro because you went half on that with me.
Yeah.
I played that, bought Elden Ring and Lies of P, and I've beaten all of them besides Sekiro, because Sekiro is hard as shit.
Yep. What game were we just talking about?
Oh, fuck.
I had a thing. Fuck.
Oh, wait, no.
Oh, no. Assassin's Creed. Yeah. I like the first 4. Black Flag, like that was the 4th one, right?
Yeah, that's when people say it changes.
Yeah, the first 4 were really good. I love those, but I was also like 8 to 16.
It's actually 7 before Black Flag. There's spin-offs.
Yeah, I don't count those.
They're
One Brotherhood, 3, and Black Flag. That's all. That's all.
You mean 2? Brotherhood's a spin-off of 2. That's my point.
Oh god. Okay, some of the spin-offs were good then. Then they came out with that dog shit movie. You remember that fucking horrible movie?
I do, with Magneto in it.
I don't remember anything. I remember it was like 12 when that came out. I was the demographic, and I walked out of the theater going, "That fucking sucks."
That was before they figured out video game movies.
Yeah. So yeah.
People are saying,
and then they switched. And I remember the Egypt one. That was all right. It was a decent like RPG. And then they just copy pasted it 6 times. That's pretty much all they did?
Yeah.
Copy pasted, changed the skin.
Yeah, attempting to do new RPGs. And people keep doing it. People keep buying. You saw it. You got mad at me. I spent $15 for a skin.
I don't know how or why, but people keep buying.
Yeah, the game was free. So I was like, I can justify paying $10.
Oh, yeah. Talking about skins and gaming news. You hear... So, I doubt you know any of this. Esports, League of Legends, Faker, I think his name is.
Okay.
$500, just $500 for one League of Legends skin to look like him. I think it is.
Mm-hmm. I
don't really know.
I heard about this controversy.
But yeah, $500 for a fucking skin. Can you imagine?
Something very similar happened in also what's the gun nerd one?
CS:GO.
Tarkov, I think.
Oh.
I think there was a Tarkov pack. There was some gun nerd game where there was an entire pack that was around a streamer, and they made it literally like $300.
Dude, and people are buying it. I don't like everyone's saying how ridiculous it is, but people buy it.
The whales, I mean, why the whales keep fucking?
Why wouldn't the devs do it? They can spend 15 minutes making a cool little skin and make $500 each. Like that's unbelievable upturn. It's
back to glazing fucking FromSoft. Literally all 142 or something like that. It's more now with the DLC. All are inside the game. It's all either through quests or exploring. You can't buy a single thing in Elden Ring.
That tell these whales to fuck off though. They're ruining the industry. Well, if the money,
you could buy the $150 edition and you get a map.
No, I was gonna say, but
you get a whole custom box. It's all physical items.
But if the money is there, if people are willing to spend $500 on literally nothing, why wouldn't all devs just keep doing that until gaming fizzles out? I mean,
Because
indie's
yeah,
always
I was
going to
gonna
stay
say
alive.
those people aren't playing good games.
But the money's there, and the incentive is clearly going that way.
I think people will see two things, and this also kind of like relates to music. Do do we want to just, and comedy kind of, when you look at Drake or fucking the Kill Tonys of the biggest possible thing, going to Madison Square Garden, going to the Denver Ball Arena, like actual where you're in an arena, isn't the same as going to a live room or a concert hall where you're actually in an intimate crowd with, whether it be a stand-up comedian, a musician, or any of that, because there are two different.
Is art lost when it gets to a grand scale?
I think there's the culture and there's the mainstream. That's what I'm attempting to describe.
Because yeah, I feel like in most things that's kind of how it works. Once it gets to a certain level, do you lose the art?
Yes, because the engagement of the business and making it a model takes away the moment of the art, because it is so consumable. Because art is best when it is rare.
It becomes flanderized.
Yeah,
Just-
the reason Family Guy isn't seen as high art is because we watch it so much. But we compared to South Park, a show that people don't binge as much.
You think if there was one season of Family Guy and it was obscure internet
it would be,
archive,
yeah, it'd be legendary.
high art?
It would be, yes, that's the point I'm trying to say.
That is interesting. Yeah, that is interesting.
Like with Bo Burnham, his early stuff when he was touring a bunch was hack. He disappears for 8 years, comes back, he's a genius.
That is interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
The moment itself is what art is, right? So making that moment as important as possible with somebody either returning or a big cultural thing is what makes us go, oh shit, everybody's paying attention. So if it's something like Bert Kreischer now doing it every arena every fucking month, Bert Kreischer was just in South Carolina, Caleb's on. He's going to be in Denver in 2 months.
You don't feel that bad for skipping them.
Yeah, we can see it again. Meanwhile, when Tyler did the Call Me If You Get Lost tour, we were sad that we missed that because he only does the tour once for an album, or at least
Sure?
that's what I
Does
would
he?
say. Yeah,
I
he does
didn't know
not.
that.
He doesn't do Cherry Bomb songs.
No,
He
I know,
doesn't
but
do Wolf.
he only does the one tour. Like he waits like 4 years in between albums.
That's my point. I'm
can do
saying
more
when
than
you
one.
see an album, you see that album. Same with
Yeah.
like Kanye, compared to Drake, where he does his whole hits, compared to Taylor, where they do all of their hits plus the Eras tour. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we never talked about it too. The Pixies. That was.
Oh yeah, no, the concert we went to.
I was really expecting them to only do that and just do their new album, but no, I don't think they did maybe one or two songs off their new stuff, and it was all old hits.
No, it was a mix of all.
It was
They kind of
yeah.
did their whole discography.
But yeah, they were disappointing. I'm sad to say.
Here's what it is they were really old. I've had some time to distance myself.
No.
From
I can say
closing your eyes and listening to it.
I can
very
say it
cool.
so clearly. It's punk. You just can't age as a punk artist.
Yeah.
You seeing an older, bald, fatter guy sing the punk lyrics, it just took me out of it. It just
With the Sex Pistols, Johnny Lydon, Johnny Rotten, the guy that
they have to keep the cool aesthetic.
the guy that is the singer and wrote all of the cool politics stuff. He's now kind of a sellout and kind of the man himself.
Like, Alice Cooper. I don't really like his music, but he aged good. Like if I saw that guy, he's old still, but I wouldn't be taken out of it. You gotta
Sorry,
age
that's
right
just
as a
funny.
punk guy. I feel like. It's a tricky game to go into.
But I think I don't know. I lost the thought I was on, but yeah, I agree what you're. Oh, Johnny Lydon. It was my example of essentially once he's old and trying to talk about the same stuff, he doesn't believe what he believed when he was 21. Like right now, we believe what we do, and we look at a year ago and laugh.
What happened to the Sex Pistols?
They blew up in a huge flame. Sid died. What do you mean?
died?
Watch their show.
They
like,
died?
One of the members died. Yeah, he possibly killed his girlfriend. Like
Oh, I don't know nothing about him. Oh my god, that's horrible.
Sid and Nancy.
That's the Sex Pistols?
Yeah.
I have heard those names.
But
Was he the lead singer?
no, bassist.
Oh, what happened to the lead singer? He's still alive?
Johnny. That's who was Johnny Rotten.
Oh. I'm caught up. I get it now.
Anyways, with the Pixies, listening to it and just listening to their old songs felt amazing, felt cool, felt like witnessing them jam. Opening my eyes, seeing the bassist isn't there and seeing two old men kind of mess up occasionally because it feels like a jam takes away the art. But because it was the last time I will probably ever see them, and that they're getting old, it makes it a little cool. But I don't know. For your parents who we were there with, it was probably much cooler than for us.
They were also disappointed.
Oh, I'm glad. Okay, I thought I was being real bitter.
No, yeah, I let them give their opinion first before I gave my opinion. I was like, I'm not gonna be super bitter. Let's see what they thought. And then they started shitting on it, so I was like, oh, okay.
Apparently, Modest Mouse, I didn't.
They were
catch
really
that part,
good.
yeah,
They were good. Apparently, the whole band is different though. I was kind of looking into it. It doesn't look like one member is the same from the original band.
even the singers knew.
Yeah, it looked like everyone's different. So that was kind of weird.
That is very weird.
But they played a whole bunch of instruments. I might be wrong with that too. I didn't.
I showed up during Float On. I missed nothing.
No, they played so many wacky instruments. Just name an instrument and they incorporated it somehow. It was weird.
Well,
It was fun, yeah. He played what's the guitar noise when it like the feedback? He played the feedback like rhythmically as for a song. I've never seen that. I was like, whoa. I like unique things. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. What I was trying to say earlier, without being pretentious, is essentially there's the culture and there's the mainstream. If you go to the mainstream, you shouldn't be surprised when it's artificial.
That's kind of like what we were talking earlier, the fast food with art.
Yeah, exactly.
It's necessary.
Sometimes it is good to just go to McDonald's if you're drunk.
You just want to turn your brain off, get some good fast food, get some greasy stuff.
I was reading Jeanette McCurdy's book, and she was talking about her and Carly or Miranda Cosgrove. They wanted to go, and there was a art showing that they were invited to by some like Hollywood art snobs, or they could go to a Katy Perry concert. And she's like, we're 23 years old, and we sat there pondering what would be more valuable, the pretentious art showing or the Katy Perry concert. We got drunk and went to the Katy Perry concert. That makes sense. Like
that sounds more fun.
Yeah, it's sometimes like there's a moment where you want McDonald's.
I don't know if that's necessarily applies because that just sounds more fun. But yeah.
Well, that's what. Okay, let's say you are super drunk or it's Friday night. Do you want to go to the 5-course meal where you have to taste everything, select, and hear a whole discussion and conversation around it? Or do you want to go get burgers and fries and go to the bar?
Yeah, I suppose.
Isn't this just like the idea of left brain, right brain?
Ooh, what Aaron said is, isn't this just the idea of left brain, right brain? Maybe.
Is it?
He's essentially saying like the.
Isn't that one? I don't think that. I was thinking that was proven like not a thing.
It's like alpha.
But the idea is that the left is
logical
smarts
versus
and
emotional. Yeah.
The right is creative, emotional. Yeah.
So the creative side. Well, but the logical side would want to be the artsy fartsy pretentious stuff, and the creative side would want to do the mainstream.
Wouldn't the creative side wants to do artsy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, wouldn't the creative side want to do artsy fartsy stuff?
So then they would both go to, no one would want the McDonald's then. That's what I'm trying.
Yeah. I don't get it.
No, but the fun part of your brain would want the dumb stuff.
Yeah.
This is why these oversimplifications of like male thinking, female thinking, left brain, right brain.
Would you
alpha.
go skydiving?
Yes.
If you could. I've been really thinking about it. I've always said I wanted to. And then I had the money for it, and I thought about it, and I got scared. I'll be honest. I don't know if I want to go skydiving.
I would do it at one that's been there for a while, and I know people go to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like a trusted one?
Yeah.
Not like a pop-up.
And I've looked into it. All the skydiving, like you hear like 10%, or it's probably lower than that, but you hear whatever all those numbers come from is the people doing crazy shit. It's never like your first time the instructor's going out. It's always motherfucker doing flips and whatever. So, I don't know. But like, I feel like I'm tempting fate.
What about the Challenger? I know that's not skydiving, but like that was the first time she just fucking blew up.
Yeah. I wouldn't be an astronaut either, yeah.
Would you go in a spaceship?
No.
For the same reason? Like,
I want to go to
space,
space, but yeah, no, I thought about it. You were strapping yourself to a big rocket.
Yeah.
People don't really think about that. Yeah, I feel like
you're strapping yourself to a piece of paper.
the fluid's supposed to go here. It takes a right instead of a left, and the whole thing go boom. Like that's
You're trusting
horrible.
a giant blanket to stop you from hitting the ground.
And I go to work. I half-ass that shit. I don't trust the engineers.
What?
I show up to work. I'm like, oh, Monday. Give me my coffee. I don't want to be here. Those are the people building that rocket. I mean, I'm sure they
I
care.
thought you were saying like you drive on the interstate every day. Like I show up to work, I take that risk. I don't understand what you were saying right now at all.
I'm saying I'm sure they got a little better mentality than NASA workers, but it's still a Monday for those NASA workers. There's some days where they're like, these numbers are probably right.
Yes, and
That's scary. I'm not getting in that rocket.
My grandpa used to be a NASA aerospace engineer during the space race.
your grandpa
What the
worked
fuck?
for NASA.
In the space race?
Aerospace engineer during the space race.
I don't believe that you're not a Nazi serial killer.
He worked for the U.S.
Yeah, have you heard of Operation Paperclip?
No.
Oh, not your actual grandpa. Okay, then you're
No.
just super autistic. Okay.
My stepdad's dad.
Uh,
I didn't say that.
his stepdad's dad.
So my grandpa.
Did he
Alright.
care? Did he phone it in, or did he care?
I don't know. He honestly was never able to tell me much about his missions other than this one satellite.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
Holy
weird.
shit, that sounds cool. Sounds like that man seen some shit.
Did you know that?
Did you ask him about aliens? Wait a second.
No,
I know he can't answer, but you can see the answer in his eyes.
I only asked him if the world was flat, and he just kind of laughed a little bit. No, not like
He didn't confirm?
No, he just scoffed. He just
He didn't confirm it?
I don't remember what he said. I was like 12.
Holy shit, Aaron, is the Earth flat? Have they been onto something this whole time? Confirmed by NASA engineer? Earth is flat?
Did you know the Earth is flat thing is also connected to Nazis somehow?
No.
Yeah, the whole Gartha thing. They believe that the Earth is flat and underneath the Earth is an entire other fucking world, and that's where
The Hollow Earth theory is Nazis?
yeah, and that's
No,
that's where
it's-
the Nazis went.
No, the Hollow Earth theory is Journey to the Center of the Earth with...
Yeah.
What's his name?
No, that's
Fuck.
fun creative
What's his fucking
stuff.
name? Encino Man.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser, yeah.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser gets his own episode. We're not going to talk about him today. But
That's the Hollow Earth theory. There's dinosaurs down there. Dinosaurs would have ate the Nazis.
or the giants fled there. And that's what the Nazis kept looking for with all the occult stuff and going to all of the. That's why they were trying to get to the North Pole.
Okay, so I know nothing, but I got a theory just based on. So just all the outcasts kind of came together and it became a Nazi thing. Because I've noticed that's how it kind of goes.
You're saying any esoteric weird knowledge often gets picked up by radicals and the amount of radicals there are often happen to be people that are
It
not
always goes
liked by
Nazi.
society, and in Western society that happens to be Nazis or alt-right guys.
It used
Yeah,
to be
that
weird,
makes sense.
It used to be weird death cult, but now it's just always Nazis.
Yeah. That's what scares me is because in my process of just looking for artistic inspiration, I find guys like Aleister Crowley or all of these different things that are morally gray for sure. But then when finding guys like Carl Jung that were not Nazi sympathizers, but were definitely way too autistic in analyzing and attempting to justify some of the things they were doing, it gets weird. Because all of a sudden, all of these weird, far out areas of art and culture are only being observed by weirdos and
Yeah.
by bad people. So
good
then,
rule
in
of
that
thumb-
process, you're like, "Oh no, I'm surrounded by bad people and weirdos."
A good rule of thumb is if they ever talk about eugenics, get out of there. Bad people.
Well,
Bad
you said
people.
earlier, you're like, "Is there an accidental trap of intelligence? No matter what race you are, it just leads to eugenics."
Why do all the smart people be talking about eugenics?
Yeah, no matter what,
Just
like
in
Gandhi.
history.
Yeah.
They all love eugenics, dude. It's all crazy. It's psychopathic. I hate it.
Because I think when you try to describe everything, you attempt to connect tissues, and it's much easier to connect something to where things went bad.
Let's eugenics the eugenicists. What do you think about that?
Dude, people actually talk about how that's a problem, how we're trying to breed out violence and aggressiveness out of the culture, and that's a bad thing because we're all going to be soy and just turn over.
I got nothing. All right.
Yeah, can we move on?
Yeah. Oh, we got Roadrunner up here. What's that about?
Oh, that kind of connect. I wanted to talk about Powerpuff Girls, but we can talk about Roadrunner.
Okay, what do we got?
So there was gonna be a CW reboot of the Powerpuff Girls where they would be adults, edgy, and it was gonna be like Euphoria but Powerpuff Girls.
Like Supergirl or Arrow?
No, like Riverdale,
Oh,
but Powerpuff Girls.
I'd be so here for that. Wait a second.
It got canceled because the entire
What they call it?
internet-
Townsville?
I don't know.
That was the place.
Yeah.
It's a shitty name.
And they'd make them like slutty or have like bulimia or maybe a drug addict.
Yeah.
Those seem like girl issues. My idea of women is just obviously.
Wait, were they gonna
through
fight the
fiction.
monkey with the brain out?
Oh fuck,
Mojo Jojo?
Mojo.
Were they gonna fight Mojo Jojo in the live action remake? God, I hope so.
How come when I think of them describing how Powerpuff Girls are made, I think of the voice of like the MF Doom tracks of like they took sugar and space and everything nice. I'm thinking of the Cosby Show intro.
That's the intro to
Roiland.
Powerpuff Girls.
Is it?
Yeah.
He does the voice and like does the cartoon effect and everything. It's not sung or anything.
No, it's a narrator. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then the Chemical X. Or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
Quick tangent. If you hear an MF Doom track and it has any sort of cartoon sample, you know it's gonna be a classic.
I like the Scooby-Doo one. It's not a good song though. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh.
Is it Hey or something like that?
I was more saying like if it starts with a cartoon narrator talking,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
normally one of his classics.
And he did the Scooby-Doo one, but it's not one of his best. I
You
hate to say
made
it.
you made a little Scooby Doo MF Doom beat,
Yeah, I like Scooby-Doo.
but I don't know. I just found the edgy teen revivals of like Archie, Powerpuff Girls, Sabrina the Teenage Witch to be interesting. The CW shows, and you
It's weird.
yeah, you
It's
watched
weird.
none of it.
Nope.
Let's get Kim Impossible.
Yeah,
Kim
let's do Kim
Possible?
Possible. That'd be good.
That's a Disney one, so I don't know if they'd give that to CW.
No, they definitely wouldn't, but that'd be good. I'd watch that. She has a gopher sidekick.
What's something you want an edgy adult reboot of?
Ooh.
Is it like Chowder or anything?
Flapjack would be fun. That'd be weird.
Like a horror movie of Flapjack?
Yeah, I don't know. I see him as like an adult. Still
Have
doing
you
the pirate
heard?
shit.
Have you heard that The Lighthouse with Robert Eggers is just Flapjack for adults?
Yeah, like The Lighthouse with Willem Dafoe.
Yeah. Robert Eggers has a weird film discography. I feel like you know none of it, but it's he made The Northman, The Lighthouse, and The Vivitch.
Yogi Bear, final answer. That would be great.
Like what they did to Lion King.
Yeah, oh maybe, yeah, I don't know. And then he's like actually being hunted by the park ranger. Hey there, boo boo. We got an issue.
Hey, boo boo. I can't find any salmon anymore. I think the river is being ruined by pollution.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. CW, get on it, please.
Well, this.
Oh, they got horrible. Oh, Billy
I was
and
gonna
Mandy.
say
That'd
I was
be
gonna
good.
say that, but I felt
be
like that'd be
good.
weird because she's a child, but you can age her up.
Hanging
I
out
mean,
with
with
the-
Powerpuff Girls.
Hanging out with the Grim Reaper, yeah, that'd be fun. Their VFX budget is always so low though, so it'd be fun. It'd be fun.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad the Arrowverse died. I was never a fan of it.
I liked
I
Arrow.
watched The Flash.
I didn't watch
when
the
it was
Flash.
hype.
I liked the first 3-ish seasons of Arrow, and then it got weird pretty quick.
It was just Batman, man.
Yeah, but when he was on the island, it was pretty good, man. You can't even lie. And
that's
he was like trying
that's
to
the
escape.
Arrow. That's Arrow stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked that. I was on board. And then they wrapped that plot up, and then they introduced the red sidekick.
But also,
whatever, and I was like,
Deathstroke's
I'm
a
kinda
Teen
bored.
Titans villain. He's not a Green Arrow villain.
Yeah, but he's cool.
Green Arrow kind of doesn't really have villains. He kind of uses other characters, so that's fair.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I got nothing.
There's a buddy cop comic with Green Arrow and Hal Jordan. They're
Who's Hal Jordan?
Green Lantern.
Oh.
My bad, I forgot how out of touch you are. I'll use this to tie into the Roadrunner thing, and then what my big rant of the day is.
Yeah, wait, I got a thing. There's the Lobo Roadrunner comic. How fun is that?
Yeah,
Lobo's pretty.
I
he's
believe
pretty
it's
weird.
Wile E. the Coyote hires Lobo for a contract to kill the Roadrunner.
Yeah, it's good. I don't want to spoil it. I think I was just gonna spoil it because I think I know how it ends. I never read it though, but that's good. I like that they did that.
Yeah,
That's
there's
such a fun
also
crossover.
I've read the Scooby-Doo DC crossover.
The Apocalypse one.
Yeah.
The comic, whatever. That's so weird.
And then there's the
I have not read that. Is it good?
No.
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 I shouldn't read it. As a Scooby.
No, you
fan?
should, but it's not good.
As a Scooby Doo fan, less of a DC fan. Is it good?
It's not good as either.
Oh shit. That's tragic. They missed the mark on both.
But it's
ends.
funny to see the characters you know and love in such a weird context.
Yeah, and it's by the like they got the green light from Scooby Doo. So yeah.
They're Scooby-Doo werewolves. Like,
Well, that's fun.
well, no, like super.
I thought it was zombies.
No, okay, so.
It's not a zombie apocalypse.
I don't want. I don't care if I spoil. Scrappy and Scooby both become like super. Like
Like an anime fight?
no, like werewolf version of dogs. Like they're
Why didn't they-
super strong.
Why didn't they put
Scooby
this in
spirits.
multiverse? They got Super Saiyan Shaggy and let's get Werewolf Scooby.
Fair enough.
That'd be sick as fuck.
But
And
in
fight Superman. Bro.
Grant Morrison's Animal Man, there is an issue called. Oh, I don't remember. I actually have it right here. I could just look, but doesn't matter. There's an issue about. I think it's called the Coyote, and it's where the Wile E. Coyote has gotten so depressed of his ongoing ever torture that he disassociates so hard he ends up in the real world, and he is hunted for an entire issue by a human, and we get to see through Wiley's perspective, and he's trying to bring this note for some reason, and Animal Man, the main character, ends up finding Wiley and reads the note, and essentially it tells the story of this super trippy existential experience of what it would be like to be a cartoon character in the cartoon experience, and it's kind of the metaphor of the mundane experience of like a working class person is the experience that Wiley has, where
Day in, day out, same old.
yeah,
That's
and,
funny.
And in that process, he attempted to meet God, and him meeting God, God said you're supposed to go to the next page. So Wiley kills himself.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Looney Tunes, we got the Looney Tunes show in the background right here, and God, this is the best
There's
Looney
an
Tunes.
anime scene.
This is the best Looney Tunes that's ever been made. I love this shit so much. They turn the Looney Tunes into a sitcom, kind of, and that why hasn't that been done sooner? This is a genius idea.
Fair enough. There are a lot of amazing clips of
It's
this
so good.
show.
It
And
holds
right
up.
now it's doing like anime fantasy. It's doing an isekai inside of Suicide Squad.
And it's Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
It's wow. I love it so much.
It's pretty iconic.
It's the best show.
Daffy's got bitches.
Why'd you say isekai in Suicide Squad?
Oh, and it's an isekai inside of Looney Tunes. I said Looney Tunes, didn't I?
Suicide Squad.
My apologies. My apologies. This kind of connects. I'm gonna be all over the place. We'll talk about Mark Miller later, but to the Safe for Work TV stuff,
What?
where characters on TV will get fucked up or have sex, but they can't show it. So instead, they'll get soda drunk, or it'll be like a character that isn't one of the kids, that is instead one of the adults or one of the animal characters gets bitches. Like we just saw Daffy had a whole harem of chicks. He's a duck. Why does he have a whole harem of women? What's the joke?
That he's a duck.
And he fucks. He gets
Yeah.
bitches.
Yep.
And I find it funny the way writers have to work around that. Like, oh, we can't. It's a kids show. They can't get drunk, so it's either soda drunk or maybe they eat some berries.
I was gonna say regular show. They did wings. They say let's go get some wings,
and they eat too many wings.
and then they get all belligerent.
Yeah, I just find it interesting the different ways they try to justify it. Yeah, because they want to have an adult plot in a kids show. I'm not saying it's bad at all.
No, yeah,
But-
it's interesting.
There are so many different ways you will see a very not safe for children's TV thing. It's like, growing up and watching YouTube, 10 dirty jokes that made it into kids movies. It's that same level of thinking, but instead with drugs. I guess.
Sure.
Am I fucking boring you?
A little bit.
My bad. I moved away from comics and started talking about Looney Tunes. That fucking bored you. I can talk about comics again.
No, I'm just gonna switch it up. You got a minute on the clock.
Oh shit! Wait, no, this is all over the place. God damn it! I have lost all control. I am normally in control, and I got a minute. You have a band in your mind?
Yeah.
All right. This week's theme is bands, rock bands before the 90s.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes or no questions. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Go for it.
Is it heavy rock?
No.
Is it hippie rock?
Yeah.
Is it before the 70s?
No.
Is it like, are they all white?
Yeah.
For girls,
Both?
okay. The Bee Gees,
No.
Grateful Dead.
No.
Oh fuck, Pink Floyd.
No.
Oh god, it's hippie culture, not before the 70s. Oh god. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you do. Come on.
They're all white.
I think.
Ding ding ding, that's the time. What is it?
Sublime.
That is not before the set. What? Oh wait, yeah, that is before the. Yeah, I should have asked. I was thinking it was
It's
like
on
in
the wall, dude.
Oh fuck! Yeah, that is hippie culture stuff. I should have asked more genre.
I was like, yeah, you know this.
I was thinking psychedelic music in the 80s.
Yeah.
So I said like Pink Floyd
Well, I
and
could
the
tell
Bee
by your
Gees.
guesses, but yeah.
Oh, I thought you went even modern still. That's funny. I was trying to think oldies. All right. I got one for you.
All right.
Jesus Christ, I was bad at that one. Oh. Huh. God. All right. Fuck, I was really thinking oldies.
It's alright. It's alright.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. And go.
80s,
No.
70s,
No.
60s.
Yeah.
Beatles.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I wanted to test the theory.
There's only like 3 bands I know in the 60s,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm glad
wanted
it
to
was
see
the
how
Beatles.
simple it would be. All right. I'm ready. If you got another one.
Alright. Wait.
I'll attempt to ask more questions that are more defining.
Wait. Is this... Okay, can it be on the cusp of... I'm just gonna give you a hint of... on the cusp of the 90s.
I'm not gonna be able to guess Green Day.
Yeah, like around that time period.
One of his was like, yeah, that's it.
Was it Green Day?
No, it's not.
Oh,
Go
okay.
for it.
So late '90s, early punk era.
Kinda, yeah. Late 90s to early 2000s.
Okay. Is it punk?
Kinda. They have some.
Is it pop?
Yeah.
Is it influential?
Yeah.
Is it Nirvana?
No.
Ooh. Is it a spin-off band?
No.
Are they white?
Yeah.
Ooh, Alice in Chains?
No.
Smashing Pumpkins?
No.
Ooh, Creed.
No.
Pearl Jam.
No.
Oh God. I don't fucking know. What? That's
And
time
that's
again.
Man, I give you such a Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Wow, fuck. Yeah, Sex and Magic was like 94.
Yeah, they were
no,
like
they aren't
everything.
hardcore at all.
Their early stuff was punk, their late stuff was pop. They were everything.
Oh fuck, dude, I'm so bad at this. God damn it.
I've been given such easy ones too.
Dude, were
yeah.
you getting Red Hot Chili Peppers from all of the things
I
there?
did get to it at the end, yeah.
Oh shit. God, so I'm just bad at this. God
I don't
damn
know,
it.
man. All right.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, when I hear punk, I'm not like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah, no, it's only
But
their
yeah, to be fair, they have.
it's only their first album really, but it feels weird to I don't
Well, my
know.
mom used
All
to be
right,
a group
all
fan
right.
Too, and she would like.
I'm
Oh shit.
super popular. You might not be. You know the name. You know the songs. It's an oldie. I'm trying to pick a little obscure so you won't
Oh
immediately guess
god.
it. So
I don't know oldies too well, but here we go.
it's a single act. Starting now.
I don't know what a single act means. 70s.
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
Okay. Three members.
No.
4 members.
No.
2 members. 1 member.
Yeah.
1 member.
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
No.
That's it. That's all I got, actually. Oh, shit.
Ask more about the artist.
Punk.
No.
Ska.
No.
Heavy.
No.
Chill.
No.
Kind of bluesy.
No.
What? Johnny Cash?
No.
Is that rock?
Yeah.
Psych.
No.
I named all the genres. That's time. I got nothing.
Elton John.
Elton John. Oh, glam. I
Glam
forgot.
rock, yeah.
Glam. Oh, that is.
I was like, you know Elton John.
shit.
But I wanted to see if you'd guess, like. Oh, goddamn. I think this was a bust this week.
Yeah, that was harder than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, shit. You nailed the Beatles, though. We for the test of if we do an easy one.
The easy ones. Yeah, well, you didn't even. Yeah, that's crazy. There's so many rock
All right,
bands.
think of a stereotypical rock band in your head, and we'll do a final one for me.
All right. Give me a second. Okay.
All right. Is it big hair?
No.
Is it hard?
Yeah.
Is it influential?
Yeah.
Is it AC/DC?
No.
Oh, is it before the 70s?
No.
Is it Eddie Van Halen?
No.
Ooh. Is it so it's not big hair
No.
but it is hardcore?
Yeah.
Ooh. Guns N' Roses?
No.
Oh shit. It's one of the big bands after the 70s.
Yes.
It's hardcore, but it's not hair.
Yes.
Is it punk?
No.
Ozzy Osbourne.
No.
Is it metal?
Yeah.
Ooh, Metallica.
Yeah.
Let's go. I got it at 45. Holy fucking shit.
I was gonna say Metallica. Come on.
Oh my goodness. I was like, all right. Yeah, it's
I
not.
don't think they're not big hair.
No, they are
Okay,
not.
I was
yeah.
like, do I want to say yes to that?
Whoa,
okay.
that was right on the buzzer beater. Holy shit. That one was fun. That was fun. That was hard. We got to
We
get
gotta
better
go
at
the basic
we-
ones. Yeah.
we
Even
gotta
those
prac-
are hard. There's so many bands.
Yeah, we got to practice
guessed
and
Van
go
Halen.
much more
You guessed
basic.
Van Halen before Metallica. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I was trying to think of like the big 80s bands, but Metallica is one of them for sure. That's crazy. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Aaron. he wiped off the board of the stuff we've already talked about.
Oh shit. Well, we got Abe Lincoln up there.
Who's calling me? Oh shit. I'm supposed to have therapy right now. No, I'm not.
At 3.
You click snooze. Hand me my phone.
Oh. You just cut all
We
this
are
out.
gonna get 53 minutes, so.
Yeah,
Oh, bet.
we're good. We're gonna go over. I want to talk about this thing.
Yeah, I was gonna give you guys the cue at 55, so
Sweet.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just
thank
cut
you.
all this out too, though.
I figured this would be.
Anyways, Abe Lincoln.
Abe Lincoln.
I wanted to talk about the Abe Lincoln Vampire Killer movie.
That's so weird. Yeah, why'd they do that?
I
And why
don't-
haven't they done that with more presidents?
Just like attempting to mythologize, add like weird cryptic history or weird
Be
action.
mythologized. That might make it weird.
Nah, it's fun.
But you know,
That's
with
why
Abe
they
Lincoln
did it with
is-
movie. There were 3 movies in the 2010s.
They did movies? I just know about. I thought it was like 2012 books.
There was a movie called Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Abe Lincoln The Apocalypse, where it's zombies, and then there's just an Abe Lincoln biopic.
Oh, they're separate.
Yeah.
There wasn't one cohesive story.
No.
Weird.
No. But I
What's
found
up
it.
with Abe Lincoln?
I don't. Yeah, there was just a weird fascination in the 2000s. Like,
I mean, George
late
Washington, he's
2000s,
the other
early
one they coulda-
2010s.
Why didn't they make a George Washington thriller?
About him chopping out a cherry tree.
Or fighting zombies? I don't know.
Yeah, what would like Thomas Jefferson hunts Bigfoot or
Dude, yeah.
something like that.
Wait, George Washington was like a crackhead, right? He was out there, wooden teeth, gnawing at motherfuckers.
Yeah.
He'd be perfect for a zombie story. That'd be great.
Or what if we grab Andrew Jackson and he is a time traveling like stooge.
Yeah, there's room for expansion on that whole franchise. Yeah, it's fun.
What
It's fun.
if President?
Fighting? Oh yeah, Andrew Jackson finds Bigfoot. There we go. Someone can take
I
that. That's
said that
for free.
with Thomas Jefferson.
Oh yeah, that's for free. You can take that. They just go hunt all the cryptids. That'd be good. I'd watch that.
What were some other dumb pitches of movies like Abraham Lincoln versus vampires,
Cowboys versus aliens.
Cowboys? I will defend that movie.
You'll defend that one?
There were a lot of kids that found that so cool.
I watched that as a kid. It was fun, I guess.
I'll defend that movie.
All right. It was fun, I guess. It's a silly premise. Silly premise for sure. They taking our goddamn cows. They beaming them up. Shoot them down.
Gurning. Oh, I know what gurning is.
No, that's also for another day.
Yeah. All right, we're going to wrap this up with however long it takes. I don't care if it goes over an hour. But I wanted to talk about this because I did a whole bunch of studying for it. Mark
Miller.
Mark
Yeah.
Miller is one of the other big comic writers of the modern age, like Tom King, Grant Morrison, or Todd McFarlane.
What do you do?
He is known for writing some of the most influential big crossover events of our generation, like Civil War. Or I forgot the DC event he was involved in, but he also wrote Superman Red Sun. That's where What If Superman went to communist Russia. But he is more well known for once he went over to Dark Horse and Image and started Miller World, which includes Kingsman, Wanted, Kick-Ass,
That's that
Jupiter's Legacy, The Magic Order, Nightclub, Ambassadors. He also wrote Old Man Wolverine.
I only know Kingsman and Kick-Ass, but yeah,
All of
those are both pretty good.
Essentially, Mark Miller
And
is
Civil War. Those are the only three things I've recognized out of what you said, but sure.
he is known as the guy that writes comics that get turned into movies. But the big discussion around his character is kind of what we were talking about earlier of he's kind of the fast food of comics, where if you want a 6-issue self-contained story that is, I guess, entertaining, he's good for that. He has amazing concepts, but if you want good writing and good art, probably not going to get that from Mark Miller. And because he's such a cynical bastard, where his idea is instead like, what if Superman was evil? Okay, or no, what if Batman was evil? Well, what if he like murdered all of New York and raped everybody's mom? Like it's that level instead of like creative story writing. So then when you get to something like Kingsman, that
one's pretty good. I like it.
Let me explain. In the comic or with Kick-Ass, it's fairly grounded and fairly cynical and just edgelord shit. And when it gets adapted for the movie and there's someone like Matt Reeves behind it, it gets a bunch of life and color for these really fun concepts.
Kick-Ass was also pretty good. Jim Carrey was in that.
Where the concept is, or Wanted, people liked that.
What the hell's
movie.
Wanted? I never heard of that.
Bullet Curve movie.
Never heard of that.
What? Where Angelina Jolie, she shoots bullets and it curves around and there's like the assassins and there's Morgan Freeman. You've never heard of Wanted?
No.
What? Who's the guy from Split? James McAvoy.
Sure.
Yeah, James McAvoy, he learns how to curve a bullet. Anyways, in the comics, my point being,
It sounds fine. I don't know. He sounds like a fine guy.
is Mark Miller
Sounds like he has good stories.
He doesn't. He's a great idea guy.
I like his stories.
After I've spent a whole weekend reading all of these stories and learning about like Kick-Ass, Wanted, fucking all of what I just discussed, I go, wow, this would be really cool if someone else wrote it.
Yeah, they got McLovin as the bad guy. How can you not love it?
And yeah, I feel like the reason people
great.
like
It's great.
Kick-Ass is because there's Nick Cage and McLovin in it, and it's
Jim
like,
Carrey.
And Jim Carrey's in the second one, yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, it's kind of just like the first Tobey Maguire Spider movie.
Yeah,
Spider-Man movie.
meh.
It's pretty much the same as that.
But there's sex and cussing.
Yeah,
That's Mark Miller.
fair enough.
It's
It's pretty good though. I liked it.
He's an idea guy.
Would
and
watch again.
with
too bad.
with something like Kingsman,
Kingsman's great. I love
it turned
Kingsman.
into something super fun. But then with something like Jupiter Ascending, which was a Netflix show
He
you
did that
probably
one too?
never heard of, or you
I have heard of that. I know.
Yeah,
That's the weird sci-fi whatever thing, right?
Yeah, so what it is it's what if the Justice League had kids and their kids were celebrities? It's kind of like The Boys before The Boys. And
Isn't it a weird space show?
no,
Oh, I'm thinking of a different show then.
you're thinking of Jupiter Rising, the Jason Tatum.
That sounds like the same show.
No, it is.
Jupiter Ascending, Jupiter Rising. That's
One of the two are.
That can't be right.
One of them
That can't be right.
is the Channing Tatum movie where he's on Jupiter and he's an alien.
That sounds right. That sounds like the thing I'm thinking of. I don't know. All right, sure, man. I'll take your word for it.
You've never seen Wanted?
No. Sounds fun though. Curve and Bull, like The Matrix.
Yeah, and.
Kingsman's
My
good
mind's
though.
blown. I thought you were the
Well, the
king
first-
of those shitty B
actually-
movies.
The second Kingsman was all right. The first one's goated. The third one, I never got all the way through it.
I watched that. That was also really fun.
It's not funny though, so
It's
lost
not
my-
funny,
Lost
yeah.
lost me. I like the comedies.
Well,
That one
the
silent-
idea for Wanted
The silent assassin scene in the third one was really good though, where they had to be all quiet and kill the Nazis.
because they were in the trenches.
Were they killing Nazis?
No, it was World War One. They weren't
Oh.
Nazis yet. They were just German fascists.
With gas masks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they made them look.
They're still
creepy.
Germans. They're still the bad guys.
Yeah, and then they had to kill them all silently.
Yes.
That was a good scene.
Yes. What Wanted is what if the villains won? It's a world where it's our modern world, but the whole deep corporations that all conspiracy theorists talk about of like the big 1% is villains, and they in the 1980s killed every superhero and got together with all of the powers of all of the big, like think of like if it was the DC and Marvel together, they got literally Lex Luthor, some god level villain, and all of them rewrote history, made mind wiping machines so that all of us think superheroes never existed, and now the villains have split up in the world into 5 different areas based off of continents and America and so. God damn it. That's why you don't put it on snooze. It seems like a really cool idea, and that's not what they adapted for the movie. Instead, it was just curving bullets.
All right. There you go.
This has been a very chaotic pod.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the fuck we're calling this. I'm sorry.
My bad. We didn't talk about Samurai Jack.
Sorry.